Welcome to St. Augustine, Florida. And this is the oldest city in America. And right behind us, you'll see the gate, which is St. George Street. The highlight of St. Augustine is the historic district, which is this area of St. George Street. The city gate is right across the Castillo de San Marcos, which dates back to the siege of 1702, where the British were defeated. It's the opening to the historic St. George Street. Here is a statue of Ponce de Leon, who was a Spanish explorer. He was the first European explorer to land in Florida. He is also famous for the legend of the Fountain of Youth. We decided to drive around to cover more ground. We want to show you as much as possible. This historic area is also known as the Old Town District. You would want to walk through every open alley. Some streets are paved with cobblestones, which give you a European feel. On the right side is the famous Columbia Spanish restaurant, which has been in existence since 1905. It's known as Florida's oldest restaurant. This family-run establishment has 7 locations in Florida.
What are they doing?
We so much enjoyed the outdoor music and the lively environment. Many things to see here. Although the days are beautiful here, but in the evening, temperatures could drop to mid-50s. During this Festival of Lights, downtown St. Augustine glows with holiday magic, from the ground to the rooftops. St. Augustine's Nights of Lights features millions of tiny white lights that create a magical atmosphere in the nation's oldest city, and it's free of charge. On the right, we see the Cathedral Basilica of St. Augustine. It is the oldest Catholic church in the city and the oldest parish in the country. The white lights on display represent a Spanish tradition of showing white glowing candles in windows during Christmas. The very first Thanksgiving meal with the natives and Europeans was celebrated here in St. Augustine. I don't think they had turkey here. Probably fish, fruits, vegetables, and bread. We're in St. Augustine, the old trolley tour. We're online waiting for the trolley and hop on a board and join us in the tour. Parking in St. Augustine can be tough, so we recommend taking the trolley. With the trolley, you can enjoy free parking and hop on and off throughout the day, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
But the giant speed of 40 to 19, and that's why that horse is living in a parking lot in Florida today, using a ladder. It was made for second.
Here is the Great Cross, also known as the Mission Cross and the Beacon of Faith Cross. The big cross is associated with the historic significance of the area where Pedro Menendez first landed. The cross serves as a memorial to the founding of the city and its early Spanish missions.
A baby palm tree. Growing right out of the old senator's truck. Say hello to the young senator up there as well.
Peace, love, and little donuts. We're waiting here for our freshly made donuts. They serve over 60 different flavors, We're waiting for our 6 flavors of donuts, and we'll try them out. St. George Street. This is where you find all the markets, restaurants, shops, old homes, and we're going to be approaching the oldest school here. Right up the window there, it looks like a student. She may have been punished. Maybe that's why she's up there. In the middle of the main street, you have all these little tiny streets that have markets, sell goods, interesting alleys. Here at Pizza Time of Brooklyn, New York pizza. This is voted number 2 in the U.S. pizza. And here we have some awesome pizza show here going on. We got pepperoni mushroom, burrata pizza. Can't wait to go in and try a slice. Never mind, can't wait. We have to wait. Look at this line. We got our food here. We got our slices. I have chicken parm and eggplant parm. We got a pepperoni slice, and we're waiting for a burrata pizza. But we'll finally sit it down to have our pizza. Everything looks great. Here is the burrata pizza. The cheese is melting all over. Delicious. We are here at the Castillo de San Marcos, which is the oldest fort in the continental United States. Its location is by the Matanzas Bay. Stay with us because in a few minutes we will experience a little piece of history. What's very interesting about the walls of this medieval style fort is that the walls are made of coquina, which is a natural sedimentary rock made from the shells, which is known to be a bulletproof substance. Reenactors dressed as soldiers perform weapons demonstrations and fire the cannons. There is great history to be learned from here. The Castillo, which was built by the Spanish, and this was in the early 1700s. The fortress was built as a protection also for the routes as trade with the European and especially with Spain. Yellow Street, one of the oldest streets here in America. It's breathtaking here. You see the cobblestones on the ground. And we're here during the Nights of Lights in St. Augustine. It's breathtaking here. Nights of Lights here in St. Augustine. We got the horse and buggy. We're going across the Bridge of Lions to get across to downtown San Augustine, which is illuminated with millions of lights across 20 blocks. Thanks for joining us on this journey to uncover the hidden charms of St. Augustine. If you've been to St. Augustine, what was your favorite part of the city? Let us know in the comments below. And if you have any other historical gems you'd like us to explore, be sure to suggest them as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.